Hey YouTube fragrance community, welcome to my August fragrance haul and subscriber's choice. 2 in 1. As usual, my recent hauls is to show you guys what I got, and of course you guys over there that is watching my videos, you guys are going to choose. I'm going to review them all, but you are going to choose the one that has the most votes. Is going to be the first one in line, and then the second, and then the third. So I will, as I do usually, is a first impression video. So the one that gets the most vote gets the first impression. And then, of course, it's going to go in a queue to get reviewed. And that one is going to be the first out of the 3 that is going to get reviewed. So a little bit of fun here, and let you guys know what I get in the mail. And of course, have a little bit of participation from my subscribers. So also something new. I'd love to hear from you guys why you choose the particular fragrance that you are choosing. So 1 vote per YouTube channel. You don't have to put in why you choose it, but I'd love to hear why you would choose the one that you have chose. These are all from my partner in crime, FragranceX.com. Got to give them a little bit of plug here. I want to thank them for all these juices. If you're interested in any of these juices right here, you can get all of these there. You can use my code Robes08 for 15% off on FragranceX.com on all 3 of these fragrances, and of course any fragrance that they carry. And you can use my code at any time. So go head over there, especially if you're interested in any of these. I believe from day of shooting, I believe Belle d'Afrique is out of stock currently, unfortunately, but it does come in and out of stock, so you just got to keep your eye on it. So let's get into my haul. So we got kind of like a designer fragrance here that is uber expensive in Canada for some reason. We got your typical niche fragrance, and this Zegna right here is almost a mid-tier designer slash niche almost quality. So really got a good amount of differences here. So let's start with, of course, this one right here, the Zegna. So the Zegna line, I absolutely love the higher end line of Zegna. I own 2 of their fragrances right now, and I want to own like all of them. They have that patchouli one that I want to get my hands on, the oud one that I want to get my hands on. So that is a brand that I absolutely love right now, their higher end line. I've heard, I think it was Chad from Gentleman's Journey, talking about this particular fragrance, and because of you, I blind got this. So I do that often. I do a lot of blind purchasing, but this is a fragrance that I've never smelt before. It sounded really great. The Zegnas that I own are 2 freshies, so I thought that I couldn't go wrong with this one. So this one's called, from Zegna, Acqua di Bergamotto. Bergamotto. I always F up that name for some reason. It's an EDT concentration. As you can see, I got the 50 mil. This is basically a sparkling citrus off the top. I've worn it a few times here. I got this actually back in June, and I wasn't shooting videos, so this is why it's part of this haul. Yeah, it's got that bergamot, that sparkling citrus up top with some florals. While I was wearing it while I was on my hiatus from YouTube, it was really great in the office, especially in the summer. So daily wear scent that I think. So if you guys want me to review this first, you know what to do. Second of all, this guy right here has been a while since I've been trying to get my hands on it. I absolutely love the original Spicebomb. I know there's a Spicebomb Fresh out there, but I decided that once they had this in stock, and they finally did, I was going to get it. So this is, of course, Spicebomb Extreme. It is an EDP concentration, and really, the thing with this thing is it eluded me so much. Every time I'd go to a bigger city here in Ontario, Toronto, Ottawa, I'd go to Sephora or something, they would have it in stock. Unfortunately, they would only have the bigger bottle, which varies from $100 to $120 Canadian. No way, no how am I going to blind buy a Spicebomb Extreme for that type of price. So they never had testers either, which really sucked. So this one kind of eluded me, especially online. I was trying to find it online for at least a decent price, under 100, and really couldn't find anything. And I've heard great things about this one. I absolutely love the original Spicebomb. I love it. I absolutely love it. It's one of my staples. So this one, I can't wait to let you guys know about this one. And I want to get the fresh too. Viktor&Rolf is a pretty solid brand in the designer game, I would say. A really solid brand of fragrances if you haven't checked out anything of theirs. And last but not least, of course, Byredo. One of the brands that is really was criminally underrated in our YouTube fragrance community, getting a lot more love lately. I own Pulp. You guys know how I feel about Pulp if you've been following me for a few years. Pulp has been #1 by far from the house of Byredo. I tested out basically almost the whole brand, I would have to say 2 years ago, give or take. And I came away from that really impressed with the brand. Several fragrances actually have been on my to buy list. This one was heading the list at #1. That was my next one that I was going to get, Belle d'Afrique. Belle d'Afrique, absolutely amazing. Right around this time a year, man. This thing is absolutely bonkers. Every time I logged into fragrancex.com, and I'm not plugging them, but I do check out their website all the time because of course they are my partner. I want to see what they have in stock and things like that. I always logged into and took a look at this, especially for when spring came around and summer. I was really just keeping an eye on this fragrance, and once they had it in stock, I was like, I'm getting this. So I jumped on it. So this is my second Byredo behind Pulp, and I'm excited to have now finally the 1-2 fresh punch from Byredo. Funny enough, the more I wear this, the more it reminds me a little bit of Pulp. Not the same. They both utilize blackcurrant in a very same manner. Very interesting that both of them apply blackcurrant uniquely. Of course, this has a ton of vetiver in it. Beautiful vetiver. And I don't want to say too much because I wanted to give you guys a first impression on it. But really, Belle d'Afrique, one that I'm very much impressed. All three of these, again, I got this back in, I think was June or July. This was my July haul, technically. So anyway, all three decent fragrances. I've worn them at least enough to put on this hand 5 or less wearings already. So I do have some sort of background already on these. So I can't wait to see what you guys are going to vote. So again, if you are going to vote, please put why you're voting for this particular fragrance. You could say, hey, I want Spicebomb Extreme because fall's coming and I want to hear your take on it. That's a great reason for it. I want to hear about Belle d'Afrique because I hear great things, so I want to hear your take, Mark. So those are the type of comments I'd like to see. Again, thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing what I've been kind of eyeballing and purchasing in the past few months. I'm probably going to have another haul video hopefully at the end of this month to let you guys know what I've been purchasing. So thank you for watching and supporting. Have a good one.